Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whichever part of the world you are. Welcome to my YouTube channel. If it's your first time, remember to hit that subscription button down below there. If you're returning, thank you so much for the support you are showing to my YouTube platform. A lot of things have been happening in the Zambian community. That is the Zambians here in Africa, in terms of the Chinese nationals, the so-called the Chinese investors. In the past 1 month, a lot of scandals have mushroomed in the parts of Zambia. Now, what could have gone wrong with these Chinese nationals in Zambia, or in Africa rather, because these guys are everywhere? So my question this morning is, what could have gone wrong with the Chinese nationals or Chinese investors? So comment down below your opinion so that we get to interact on this particular platform. We've seen a lot of things that have happened. We had the Chinese national who actually called the Zambian a foreigner in his own land, when the guy with his Chinese wife wanted to actually buy something in the restaurant of the Chinese. I mean, all these things makes us, ask questions. What could have gone wrong? Is the labor ministry in Zambia awake in terms of protecting the Zambians with these so-called investors? Of late, we've seen the NFC mine in Chambishi, where the workers were put in bondage for quite a long time away from their families in the name of the Chinese, or the Africans are the ones spreading COVID-19. We had thousands or hundreds of workers at NFC mine in Chambishi who were put actually in bondage for several days with no conducive environment, no water at all. Surely, where is our labor ministry? Is it awake? Or maybe these guys are being paid for? So, all these things that are happening around in Zambia makes one to question, are we safe as Zambians? Let's get to interact by commenting down below. Is Zambia's future safe? What can we do as Zambians when it comes to these Chinese nationals or Chinese investors? By the way, we have quite a number of different investors in Zambia, but the Chinese nationals have seemed to be a problem when it comes to following the regulations or the labor laws of the Zambian land. This is a country which we have welcomed them so warmly. We have, no problem with them, but how they treat the Zambians has left a lot of questions in us, the Zambians, particularly also the Africans. Chinese nationals have seemed to be a problem. Is it because they have got the buying power that even us Zambians, we are made to kneel before them? We are made to apologize, as the Lusaka Mayor Mo Sampa apologized. Surely, can a Zambian go to China, do something, and the Chinese apologize to the Zambian nation? Not at all. And in this case, we have a government official, the mayor of the capital city of Zambia, apologizing to a foreigner. Where are we heading to as Zambia? Surely, something must be done, and something should be done as quickly as possible. Because just a mayor apologizing to a Chinese national, who am I as a citizen, an ordinary citizen, not to do what the mayor did? If a mayor can apologize, then it means the citizens are not protected. We have the Bank of China here in Zambia. And this is a bank that has got no Zambian employee at all. We have branches on the Copper Belt, Skitwe to be specific. We have also branches in Lusaka. But very little activity in terms of accommodating the locals, in terms of employment. What is happening inside that bank? Who is auditing Bank of China? All those are the questions that us Zambians are beginning to ask. This has showed clearly that something is wrong with the Zambian leaders. Could it be that some ministers are under the Chinese payroll? Surely, how can a minister force a mayor of Lusaka to apologize to a Chinese national for something that the mayor of Lusaka was trying to protect the Zambians? It's high time that we begin to speak about these issues, especially as young people, because we are the future. We are the ones that should take Zambia to the higher heights where we need to see it. But with what is happening around Zambia, economically and also socially, physically, it's not very conducive for a Zambian youth to progress, also to take the country of Zambia forward. Surely something must be done. Our president, Dr. Edgar Chagwa Lungu, please, sir, if you really mean well to us, the Zambians, you must speak. You must talk with these things that are mushrooming concerning the Chinese investors in Zambia. Because we know you are the father. We know you can speak. But if you are quiet, that sends a message to us as young people that you don't care. But we beg you that you should come out, point out issues affecting Zambians concerning these so-called Chinese investors. We have about 8,000 plus Chinese nationals in Zambia, if my statistics are okay. And these guys are literally trading in things that local Zambians can do. Maybe something has gone wrong with work permits when it comes to foreigners being given these work permits. Maybe it's high time we need to revisit some of the policies that were made during the time when we got independence. I think some of these policies have stayed for long. We need to revisit some of these policies, like issuance of work permits to foreigners. Because the numbers that are coming in Zambia are very scary. Very, very scary. And these guys have got so much power. So it's high time that us Zambians, we need to come out and begin to speak. Because if we don't, these guys will step on this or will take over Zambia. So comment down below. Let me know. Let's get to chat about Zambia's future with these Chinese nationals. See you next time. Remember to subscribe. Give this video a thumbs up so that we also do something similar next time. Bye-bye. See you soon.